Brakathay Hawa, Brakathay Hawa Shai, Brakathay Hawa, Brakathay Hawa Shai, Brakathay Hawa, Brakathay Hawa Shai. Blessed be the true, holy, powerful, mighty name of the Heavenly Father Yahweh. And blessed be the true, holy, powerful, mighty name of His only begotten Son Yahweh Shai, our Lord and our Savior. The Thamashna Kabbalah as a Komin Shar Sharala, get double honors to the elders of Israel, being the apostles and the elders of great millstone that rule well. Shalom Wahabla Bachar Shar Sharala, which is peace and love to the elect of Israel. Come back at y'all, give them the lesson, Baruch HaChodesh Shalom and the Holy Spirit of Truth. The title of this video is going to be something along the lines of, all we need is the perfect crisis. All we need is the perfect crisis. There's a quote. I'm going to look up the quote right now. Never let a crisis go to waste. Right? Never let a good, this Winston Churchill, never let a good crisis go to waste. All right. And you seen they took full advantage of that so-called crisis that happened in 2020 with the C-19. Okay. And you seen how that catapulted them towards their NWO. Okay. Because that's their whole goal. Their whole goal is to bring in that CHIP, that RFID CHIP. All right. The mark, the mark. All right. Revelations 13 and 16 causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand and in their forehead. He causeth all. He gonna cause all. It's gonna be something to catapult it, right? There's gonna be something to say, look, you need this. All right, is this something that's gonna happen? Like, look, if y'all want to continue in this side, and they keep talking about it, WEF, and everybody, the Klaus Schwab and Gates, Bill Gates of hell, and all them other little corny ass Edomites, man. Okay, you hear them talking about that CHIP, right, and the CBDCs, and how if you don't accept it, how you don't receive it, then you're not going to be able to participate in society, how they want to be able to track you and everything that you're doing, so on and so forth. All right, but it's going to be something that is going to be an event that takes place, or I believe multiple events that's going to take place. Okay, and then that's when they're going to say, look, if you want safety, if you want food, if you want provision, if you want things to go back to quote unquote normal, then you're going to have to take this CHIP, man. You're going to have to take this MARK, the Charagma. Because without it, you're not going to be able to buy or sell. It's something that's going to happen that's going to collapse the dollar. All right, something's going to happen. The dollar is going to be no more. Okay. Whatever it could be another, they talking about another C-19 going around. All right. Now, I don't want to, spend too much time talking. So let's start off with this in Revelation. I don't got nothing written out or anything like that. I just meditated on this topic. This is Revelation chapter 12 and verse 12. It says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell and ye that dwell therein. And that's why I put, we want the crisis, because they looking for that crisis too. And, they're probably going to formulate some, fabricated crisis. All right, but we looking for it as well, man. The book of 2nd Ezra say, pray for a few days unto you that they may be shortened. The kingdom is already prepared. Wow. So we looking for, the next big crisis. And we know that Esau, Edom, he not going to let it go to waste. Why? Let's continue to read. It says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil has come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. His time is short. So something's about to happen soon, man. We can feel it. I can feel it in the air. Right? You can feel it in the air, man. Something's about to take place. Okay? If you're watching, I mean, there's really already a couple things already going on, You got a lot of things taking place already, man. Russia, all right, big influence in Africa right now. That's biblical prophecy. Okay, that's just one of many things. You got all these different hurricanes taking place. How's a hurricane hitting California? Simultaneously, an earthquake hit that bitch. Look at what's going on in Maui. All right, and it's pretty much common knowledge. Like, look, that was an inside job. Someone did that intentionally. They used a weapon to cause that fire down there. Okay. It's just a few things. You got Hurricane Hillary. Oh, I think that's the hurricane that hit California. There's another hurricane that's supposed to be hitting down there, down south, man, hitting Florida. Okay. So these are the different things. And it's going to be more things is going to take place that's going to bring this devil down, man. All right, let's go from there to the book of Job, chapter 18. Job chapter 18, and I'll start at verse 5. Yea, the light of the wicked shall be put out. No hands, ifs, or buts about it. You're gonna get put out, man. Okay? And the spark of his fire shall not shine. It said, scriptures say, deceit shall be quenched. And that's where your power lies. Your power lies in deception. That shit's gonna be quenched, nigga. Okay? It says, as for faith, it shall flourish, and the truth that have been so long without fruit shall be declared. Okay? Corruption is being swallowed up, man. Darkness is being swallowed up, man. Right? You're being consumed. It says that the wicked shall be consumed by the brightness of his coming, man. Right? Shall be, let me read that. This is the book of 2 Thessalonians 2 and 8. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume. So we pulling, we pulling that covering off the world. All right. And showing the world who the wicked is. Showing the world, look, the wizard is just some fucking little midget ass Edomite, punk ass bitch. Okay. Behind a computer screen. Okay. That's all is this the man? Right. Isaiah 14. Yeah, then shall they narrowly look upon him. Motherfuckers starting to look at this nigga funny, man. This is the liberal shall no more be called churl, roughly paraphrasing, or the liberal. Let me get that. I just butchered it. I gotta get it. No, it's in Isaiah 32, I think. Isaiah 32 and 5, it says, the vile person shall no more be called liberal. I butchered the hell out of it, Salakia. The vile person is devil. All right, he ain't looked at as the almighty great white man, the hunk of the earth. Right? He's being looked at for what he really is, the devil that the Bible speaks of. Nor the churl said to be bountiful. Let's go back to that Thessalonians. I had to get that. I butchered it. 2 Thessalonians 2 and verse 8. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. This devil getting consumed. I'm melting. The devil getting consumed right now as we speak. Just by these words. The weapons of our warfare is not carnal, but mighty through Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, through the bringing down of strongholds. Roughly paraphrased, it says, the word of the Lord is sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing to the dividing asunder, and is discerner of thoughts and spirits, man. Roughly paraphrasing. So the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is piercing this devil right in his heart. Okay? It says he has hewn them by the words of the prophets. Hosea, the 6th chapter. Chopping him up like how Samuel did, oh boy. Right? Chop his ass up into pieces. Just with this word. No physical weapon, no carnal weapon. We spiritually minded, man. And we beating Esau's ass. Whatever he do, we gotta answer for it through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord, it says, when the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of the Lord shall raise up a standard against him, shall lift up a standard against him. That's a check hook, man. You're going to walk right. Just like how Mayweather hit that check hook on Ricky Hatton. All right. Check hook that nigga right into the turnbuckle. Sleep him. Nigga was snoring after that. Okay. It says, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit. So a check, just if you don't know, a check hook, your opponent coming in, he coming in reckless. He coming in with his hands down. He think he got you hurt or whatever the case may be. All right, you take a step back and check hook and pivot on his ass. All right, send that nigga flying through the ropes. Send that nigga flying, all right, into the corner. All right, look, watch the Mayweather Ricky Hatton. That's a check hook, man. A beautifully executed check hook. Okay, and that's what the Lord about to hit this devil with. Okay, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. All right, it's time for him to go. It says, in due season the Lord will set up one that is profitable over the earth. He that today is a king, tomorrow shall die. He setteth down the throne of proud princes, and setteth the meek in their stead. Like three different verses I quoted. Another one says, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. Your wickedness has an end, man. You're not going to continue to rule. You've been deceived. All right. It says the pride of thine heart has deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks. You cave bitch. You thought you was going to rule forever, being a little weirdo freak bati boy, preying on little children. You think that was going to work forever? Now we done reached the end of your road, and you going to go out, and you going to go out in the worst way. All right. And this is just the beginning of it. You still got captivity to serve. Let's go back to that Job. This is Job chapter 18 and verse 5. Yea, the light of the wicked shall be put out, and the spark of his fire shall not shine. The light shall be dark in his tabernacle. So we the real Illuminati. We the real illuminated ones. Our light don't go out. It says, in the pathway of the just he shall shine brighter and brighter. Let me read that. The book of Proverbs 4:18, but the path of the just is as the shining light that shineth more and more unto the perfect day. So as we approach the perfect day, our light is getting brighter and brighter. And as we approach the perfect day, your light is going out. Your spark is being quenched. All right. And there's nothing that you can do about it. Back in Job chapter 18. In verse 6, it says, the light shall be dark in his tabernacle, and his candle shall be put out with him. The steps of his strength shall be straightened, and his own counsel shall cast him down. His own counsel, man. Stand now with your monthly prognosticators, right? You going to try to seek these demons that you sacrifice to, okay, that you do all type of weird, wicked shit for. And they're not going to hear your ass, man. They'll send your ass off. Verse 8, it says, for he is cast into a net by even your own counsels amongst each other. Y'all up in there arguing. Y'all up in the summit meeting arguing, man. Spit flying and shit. Okay. It says, for he is cast into a net by his own feet, and he walketh upon a snare. Okay, you in a trick bag. Okay, there's no way you can win. Matter of fact, you already lost. You was created to be a loser. All right. Verse 9, it says, the jinn shall take him by the heel, and the robber shall prevail against him. And ultimately, that's the Lord. The Lord is going to bring you down. Okay. Who is this that cometh from Edom with thy garments from Basra? The snare is laid for him in the ground, and a trap for him in the way. Terror shall make him, this is the point that I wanted to get to. Terror shall make him afraid on every side, and shall drive him to his feet. Them terrors, man, which is what these different crises. Okay, these different crises. There's gonna be so much shit going on, man. They gonna have to push the button. They gonna have to cause all, both small and great. They're gonna try to, pull everything together. Right? Next thing you know, after they enforce that C-hip, they gonna C-hip a bunch of niggas. And then the missiles gonna come. Yahweh Shai gonna return, simultaneously deliver his elect out of one mouth we endure. And then we gonna be in the kingdom. It's over. It's finished. The suffering, the pain, the sorrow, the hell, the battle, the wicked thoughts, the heartache, the headache, the toothache, the backache, the knee ache, everything that you're dealing with. It'll all be over very, very soon. So we just got to continue to endure, man, and keep looking for that crisis. That's the title of the video. We're just looking for that right crisis, man. Okay? Similar, it could be something like 9/11. It could be something like, because that was all orchestrated. They did that shit themselves. So that what? So that they can bring in more legislation, so that they can decree more unrighteous decrees. Same with the 2020 shit. The 2020 scam. Right? Demi. They use that to, set up their next move. And they don't really got too much more moves. The Devils come down having great rap. He knows they have but a short time. The nigga backed into a corner. So he gonna have to throw everything that he got. He's nervous. Alright? It says his confidence shall be brooded. So like in verse 13, it shall devour the strength of his skin. Even the firstborn of death shall devour his strength. It's talking about Yahweh Shai, man. Again, who is this that coming from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? Alright, so that's pretty much it on that. Let's go from there to the book of 2nd Ezra 16. Second Ezra chapter 16. And verse Salakia. This is a mighty chapter, very mighty chapter, man. And when you see like these end of the world type movies, it's always like a major crisis that took place that brought them to that scenario that they're in. Like I Am Legend, there was some type of outbreak going on. Well, that's just one of many examples. And then look at the aftermath. Like everybody's dead. You got these zombie ass niggas, some zombie disease and shit. Okay, there's a lot of visuals of prophecies taking place in that movie, man. A lot of these end time apocalypse type movies, man. Money was obsolete. They show you that in I Am Legend. He was in the bank just walking on $100 blue faces, right? It didn't mean shit. Okay? And that day your status didn't mean nothing. You wasn't, motherfuckers was dropping dead. Doctors, lawyers, motherfuckers with degrees, motherfuckers without degrees, pretty girls, ugly girls, skinny girls, fat girls. Motherfuckers just dropping dead. And that's what we're about to see take place, man. Okay? And that's the agenda of these Edomites. More importantly, that's the agenda of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. So whatever takes place, it's all the Lord. Even if the Lord has this devil do some type of false flag type of event, it's all Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Shall there be evil in the city and the Lord has not done it? He killeth and he maketh alive. He does all things. Esau's just a tool. King David said, deliver me from the hand of the wicked, which is thy sword. He's just a tool being used, man. The deceive and deceiver are his. The Lord's in complete control. He mustereth the host of the battle. It says, as when a woman, read 37 again, behold, the plagues draw nigh. Plagues, crisis. Crisis is coming. Crisis is. I don't know if that's plural already. Crisis. Crisis. I hate that it can't be crises. Doesn't matter though. Bullshit ass language. So I'm gonna look at this word crisis in online etymology dictionary. It says decisive point in the progress of a disease. Also vitality important of decisive state of things, point at which change must come. Game changers, right? There's gonna be some game changers taking place. Alright. Turning point in a disease, that change which indicates recovery or death. So it's going to be a something that takes place, an event that takes place that's going to indicate death, not recovery. You cannot heal Babylon. It says literally judgment, result of a trial. That's pretty much it on that definition. So back in 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and verse 38, it says, as when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, with 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains can pass her womb. So lucky, let me finish this tea. It's probably already fucking. Salakia. Second Ezra chapter 16 and verse 38. As when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, with 2 or 3 hours of her womb, great Salakia, within 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains can pass her womb. The pains are what? This is an analogy that he's given. And those pains are symbolic for the crisis, or the pains is symbolic for the plagues that's going to smack this bitch, man. Which pains, when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. There's nothing you can do about it. That water break, nigga, is broke. All right, you better already be at the hospital. You better already have a midwife in front of you. Okay? When that water break is broke, ain't no holding on to it. Ain't no patching it back up, putting a Band-Aid on it. So we looking for something to break that water. All right? And when that water, I've seen multiple water break, right? Should just flood. It sounds just, it's called water breaking for a reason, nigga. It sounds like a bunch of water just fucking pouring out. That's how the plagues is gonna be. You can't hold it in. You can't stop. We start at the top of this verse, says the plagues are saying, who can draw them back? You can't stop what's about to take place, man. And all it takes is that one major event. That one major crisis. And there's not going to be no turning back. Okay? You about to have a baby. Right? Verse 39, it says, even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth. And the world shall mourn. And sorrow shall come upon it on every side. Sorrows on every side. All hell's gonna break out loose. Okay? And it's gonna be different plagues on top of the big one. Because it's gonna be something big. I know it is, man. It's gonna be something big. Just like they run the same, it's the same playbook, man. Same tactics, man. We're not ignorant of Satan's devices. Alright? We're not ignorant of, the wiles of the devil, man. Okay? We know his tactics. We know his trickery. We know his little weak ass moves. The nigga be spamming square, spamming square button on the controller. We know what he finna do. Same combination, same deal. They already talking about the C19 part 2. Talking about mask and shit, like dumb shit like that, man. Okay? So we just gonna have to wait and see. Something's gonna get to popping though very soon, and it's gonna martial law is gonna take place. They gonna have to bring in troops. They're gonna have to do another lockdown, way more severe than the last one. It's just gonna get real fucking wild in this place, man. Around the world, as we just read. Just read that again. It says, even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. O my people, hear my word. Make you ready to the battle. So like, yet in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. And so evils is coming upon this place, and we got to move as pilgrims. A pilgrim is someone that's traveling to a holy place. That's what we got to keep on the forefront of our mind. I'm not here to stay, man. You talk to people that know you or whatever. Your mama, your auntie, your grandma, even your fucking so-called woman or your baby mom, whoever the fuck. All right, try to get you out of it's mainly women. They try to get you out of the mentality of a world to come and try to put you in the mentality of here and now. Fuck here and now. Here and now could change in an instant, especially how things is looking, especially how the world is set up right now. Things will change on the sudden, right? When they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them. Things gonna just suddenly get to, got that whole saying, died suddenly. America's about to die suddenly, man. This place is about to be gone pretty fucking soon, man. It's in the Dusto version daughter of Babylon. Says that these things, loss of children and widowhood shall come upon you in its perfection in one day, man. All right, missiles. Next thing you know, man, missiles gonna be torching this bitch, man. That's what we looking for. We looking for the end of this world and the beginning of it that followeth. Cause here we have no continuing city, but we seek one to come. Wherever you at, here is wherever you at, nigga. You can be fucking in South America. You ain't got shit there. You can be in Thailand. You ain't got shit there. You could be old passport, bro. Got a couple little vacations in the passport, and you living your best life. You ain't got shit, man. You're a fucking ant in the big scheme of things. But you got a passport and some bitches overseas. Come on now, we looking for more than that, man. Nigga, you could buy a nigga cheap, right? It don't take much for Jake to get comfortable, man, and we can't never get comfortable in this wicked ass, vile ass society, man. It said, deliver just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. That type of mentality, that type of attitude, that type of spirit, that got him delivered from that fire that rained upon Sodom and Gomorrah and neighboring cities. He was vexed with that shit that he seen going on, that he heard going on, that he had to be around, that he had to witness. He couldn't tolerate that shit. He didn't get comfortable with that shit. He wasn't desensitized to that shit. That shit vexed his soul day by day. That's the right spirit to be in, as shitty as it is. I'm fucking mad every day because of the situation that we're in, the situation that our nation is in. But everything that's going on, it gotta go on. It's all signs of the times. It's all signs of the end. Pending doom and destruction. All right, that was it on that second Esdras. That's pretty much all I had. I mean, shit, like I said, I didn't have nothing written out, so I was just flowing in the spirit. We already, 27 minutes in, trying to be quick and precise with my lessons anyway. So, Lord willing, I was edifying, uplifting, and exhorting. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham, Rachachorash. Yahweh is the true, holy, powerful, mighty name of the Heavenly Father, and Yahweh Shai is the true, holy, powerful, in mighty name of his only begotten Son, our Lord and our Savior. Kakodash is the Holy Spirit that speaks through us, that allows us to rightly divide the word of truth and teach the word correctly and directly. Natamash Nakabala as a coming short Shirai, like a double honest to the elders of Israel, being the apostles and the elders of great millstone that rule well. Shalom Wa'abla B'chayar Shara Shirala, which is peace and love to the elect of Israel. Shalom Achim, brothers, keep on pushing, stay sober, stay diligent, stay faithful, stay prayed up. Salvation draweth nigh and redemption is near to believe. Shalom.